We're going to make fried ice cream today, and we're going to start by showing you how it's all done, because I've seen a lot of mistakes on TV and I've looked at it online, and this I learned as a trade secret in sushi school. Let's get started. You get to choose what you'd like. With chocolate, strawberry, green tea. This is not for the calorie conscious. You have pineapple, coconut, and pre-made some vanilla and white raspberry chocolate. I'll show you how to make one, and then I'll form that really quickly. So,
Dara, this is a wonderful birthday present.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm trying to be as distant as possible. Everyone was COVID tested. I just wanted to show you this real quick because I think this is a special treat. I've taken tempura flour. This you can find in any Asian market, but if you don't have that, you can just use flour and water. But the key thing is that you have to make it very cold. So don't use warm water, don't use room temperature water, it has to be ice cold water. Mix it with water, the flour with the water, mix it together so that you have this consistency where it's not too thin. This is almost like pancake batter, and this is the consistency of the outside. And prior to this, I was putting a little bit of flour, putting some water, and I've been mixing it together. You can follow the instructions because every bag might be different.
I see.
But this is the consistency you want, where it's a little bit running, and you want to keep it cold. And then this is the part that most people don't realize, is that it's wrapped in pound cake as well. So I've already pre-cut the pound cake. This is Sara Lee. This is Sara Lee. This is not endorsements. You don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe, but this is the way.
I want to keep that.
You want to keep this? All right, sure. And what I've done is I've already sliced it ahead of time.
Very thinly,
Very thinly, because this will be your crumb. And what I've seen on some cooking shows, and I won't say where I saw that, what they did was they went from ice cream, made it really cold, they put it in batter, and put it in the deep fryer. It's going to melt. That's not going to work. And who do we have with us?
Son Gary.
Yeah.
That's me.
My son Mark.
Cameraman.
This is low budget, low production, high information. I took 2 slices, I put it in the palm of my hand, and I made a little bit of a scoop. What you want to do is try to keep it not touching, not to warm up.
Wow.
And then you wrap that with the second half, and that will form your ball.
So
and
that's what keeps it from melting.
That's what keeps it from melting, and try not to. And if there are exposed ice cream wise, just take a little piece of
Wrapping it up like a present.
So that's how you make the ball, and that keeps it cold. This is canola oil. You don't need to use any finishing oil like olive oil or avocado oil. You can just use regular vegetable oil, and I'll show you how to check it. But this is the part where you don't want to leave your stove, because it's going to be hot oil, and if it gets exposed to water, it's going to splatter. So a lot of times people have splatter guards and things like that. I don't think it's necessary if you have knowledge of how to deep fry safely. And that's the other thing that we can do. So
how do you deep fry safely?
Make sure that you're watching it all times. You can keep the fan on, and then always keep things dry when you're working with oil. This has to be super hot, and then I will plate this up for you. So have everything prepared, and if you want, I can even decorate ahead of time. In the meantime.
Oh, that looks like it's professional.
It is professional. This is not ready, you can tell, but it takes a little bit of time, and in the meantime, I'll make a couple more so you can see how it's done. And then you can just mold and fold it.
How is it other chefs don't know about this?
I don't think it's common. I don't know. If you're gonna, these are done, and I already put it in the freezer, so these are going to be harder. But so this maybe it might be worthwhile to just do one of these, but it's okay. We'll do this. Okay. So you want to see if it's steaming. Again, my hands are dry, but how you want to check the oil is you can drop a little bit of the tempura, and if it floats, I just showed it to you because I know it's not going to flow yet, but as soon as it floats, then you know that the oil is hot enough to start.
Oh.
Yep, and there it goes. So, I mean, these are like those tempura flakes that you have in the restaurants, like where they go like this, but once it floats, it's ready. Okay. Going to deep fry this. Go in here. Could be a little bit hotter. Just do one of these preformed ones too. So if you're concerned about it melting, just put it in the freezer. So that's put the pound cake. These are the ones that I made earlier today. So it's harder.
So does one taste the pound cake?
You wouldn't even know. People think it's just the crumb. People don't even know that exists. And really, you don't really even need to cook it fully because it's not shrimp or anything. It's not shrimp or any meat or anything like that. You're not deep frying it. You just want to get that hot, crispy crumb. That's it. If you want to blot it first, you can do that first. You can do that as well. But this is done. This is done.
How do you eat it with?
Eat it with a fork, spoon. Yeah, this is all done. So just be careful. You notice that how close I am to the oil.
Put this out
1
here.
second. Let me turn this off first.
Okay, you want to
Let
say
me turn this
final
off
words?
first. 1 second. Let me
close
add
the
some
video?
fruit to
Oh.
it. Let me add some fruit to it. You can add some. You can do a food flip. And if you're going to indulge, you can add fruit to it. I have some strawberries, kiwi,
Do you ever have ice cream before?
blueberries.
We're making it nice and healthy, right?
That's right. That's why we're doing this. Otherwise, I'm gonna get the nuts. Almonds is okay.
Yeah.
So that it's not all fried ice cream. All right, and let's add some. So yeah. So let's
So
give
pretty.
you a fork.
Oh, there you go. Okay, let me get the final.
Final.
Very
Okay.
nice, very
Ready?
nice.
Okay.